Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Cali, and in today's video we're going to be going over the Ho-Oh rematch and best team to do so. Now, this is not my strat. This is from a video I've seen, and it's the only video I've seen. So trying to make, more videos means more eyes. More eyes means more people doing the strat. More people doing the strat means more people making money. So that's always good. But the video I seen came from Cav, C-A-A-V. I will have the video linked in the description. We'll be going over it a little more in depth than I will. I'm just going to be showing that it does work. And then he said he has found it from someone in the Chinese side of the community. And then also in his description, he says, or he has a guide, Google Docs guide for if you want written guide. So it kind of shows you what you need. And like the basics of what you need, like the minimal stuff you'll probably need. But yeah, this is going to be just kind of showing you the Pokemons I've used, or what I use and how I do it. It's really simple. Once I did it the first time, it's gonna be my first attempt you're watching. It really wasn't like, you just kind of, it's a really simple pattern. You just switch your Dragonite and your Poliwrath over and over, and then you just boost up and go ham with your Rotom Microwave. I don't know what they're called. I don't ever use Rotoms, but it's really simple. So you see I'm showing like the my stats, the EVs. The EVs and the stats are kind of important. You don't need to go as hard as I did with the 31s. And the EVs, you definitely is what the EVs you need to do. And then the moves, all the moves for Rotom, you only need the Thunderbolt. I think it's Thunderbolt and Nasty Plot. You don't need the other two moves. Those are just there because, well, there's 4 moves on a Pokemon. The items were leftovers for Dragonite, the magnet for the Rotom to just hit even harder, and then the first 2 fights I used Drain Punch because it boosts Drain Punching like moves, like Drain Punch or anything that does like the damage and heals yourself. It boosts any of those moves, and it's better if you want to heal more, but it definitely does a little less damage. So the last fight, my third account, or my third character, I did with the Expert Belt, or the black belt, that Cav suggested to use or told to use in his video, and you definitely hit a lot harder, but you don't heal as much. So it's kind of like whatever you want with that. If you want the more health just to make yourself feel better, but you might not be able to one-shot everything. With the black belt, I still wasn't able to one-shot the Suicune, but I don't know, it made it a little more simple. You do more damage is pretty much what I'm saying. The Raikou, I think I one-shotted with it, and then without it I think I had a 2-shot one of the times, and one time I one-shotted. So it's kind of up in the air with that. We're kind of just doing the moves kind of quick. I'm trying to just like going through the battle kind of quick so you guys can see that it does work. And like I said, I'm trying to get more eyes onto this, and more eyes means more people seeing it. More people seeing it means more people doing it. More people doing it means more people making money. And yeah, I would suggest once you beat Ho-Oh to never use the legendary lures. Those are not worth it ever, unless you just have like no time to play the game and you really want the legendary. They're kind of maybe worth it just because you're increasing your odds and you don't have a lot of playing time. Then I can see why you would want to use it, but even then the legendaries are permanent. You just come back a couple months later and it's that legendary again if you specifically want the legendary like Moltres this month. Just come back in 2.5 months and he'll be here again. You're not missing out much. But yeah, I would suggest selling the legendary lures. You get 3 once you beat Ho-Oh for the rematch, and you get, I think, 10 rainbow quills, 20. I think it's 10 rainbow quills. Those are really cheap, but they add up, especially if you have multiple accounts to do Ho-Oh. So for my 3 accounts that can do Ho-Oh, I get 810k for selling all 9 legendary lures, so that's 3 each character. And then the 30 quills, I'm pretty sure I have that at the end of the video. So yeah, 800k once a week for very minimal effort, very brain dead. You're just kind of clicking swap, clicking a move, clicking a move, clicking swap, clicking a move, clicking a move. Now I did fail one of the times. I will also have it shown. I did these back to back to back with no problem. So the first time ever doing it, I had no problems. Did it. Second time did it, no problem. The third time I started to do it And then as you see, or as you'll see, Ho-Oh like took Dragonite up in the air, which is what's supposed to happen, and then it came down and it dropped Dragonite and it did all the damage to my Poliwrath for some reason. So I think that was a glitch or a bug, or I don't understand. Like, I was really confused. I started looking at the battle chat and I was like, I was just, you can kind of see like with my mouse, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? I didn't know what was happening. This is a bug. Let me just redo it, and then I instantly went back, and then I beat it, no problem again. You know, if that happens, then it's not really the strat's fault. It's more of the game bugging out, I guess. So yeah, that shouldn't happen though. I mean, I beat it, like I said, 3 times back to back to back, no problems without that one little hiccup bug. Another important thing is Drain Punch. You only get 10 Drain Punches, and that's what you kill the dogs with, or the legendary beasts. But they all have pressure, so you can only, it's basically you have 5 Drain Punches, so you have to hopefully kill those 3 dogs and those 5 punches, which is what I've been able to do. When I was using the big route, I was able to kill all 3 of them with all 5, like maxing out, like my last punch is what killed the last dog. And then with the expert belt, I was usually around, I was able to get in, I think I was able to kill all 3 with 4 punches. So either way, I think you're still going to need 2 punches for Suicune just because how bulky he is. Entei goes down pretty quick. And then I'm pretty sure Raikou only lived 1 time, but that was because of the big root. So that's where that extra 5th punch. I mean, it's pretty much it. You want to only, in the second phase, you only need to get +2 with Rotom. He goes over it a lot more in depth. This is just more of a trying to get people to see this strat so they can use it video and show that it does work. Multi-scale is definitely better for this, but you don't need it. You don't need multi-scale, which is Dragonite's hidden ability. You don't need that. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I'll just kind of let the fights play out. I'll kind of speed up like the second and the third fight. I'll have them sped up just because it's just the first fight over and over again. I will show like what happened with the bug I was talking about. I'll have that kind of like more in real time, but everything else is going to be kind of sped up. I show the team is the same exact team. I showed their summary cards the beginning of each fight, just, you know, so you know they're the same team. I'm not like finessing anybody. And yeah, I mean, you just kind of get the little pattern down. But yeah, I'm gonna let the rest of the video play out. If you care to watch, then keep watching. If not, then that's fine too. Like I said, I'm just trying to get people's attention to the strat so they can start using it and get their money up, bread up. Yes, sir. Check out Cav in the description, and then also in his description of his video, that's linked in my description of my video, is going to be his Google Doc. I'm not going to put the Google Doc in my video description because I want you to go to his video to check it out, to go to his Google Doc. He put in the work for the doc, not me, so I want you to go to him and get his Google Doc. Like I said, this isn't my strat. He said it's not his strat. He got it from a Chinese player, or he's seen a Chinese player doing it, so it's neither of our strats, but we're just trying to get it out there. I'm trying to get it out there. Hopefully, you know, you guys get some lures. Some legendary lures. Make some money with it. Alright, peace out.
Voices in my head, I can never stop. I just feel so dead every time we talk. Every single time I see the monsters with the Hennessy, but I find the one that he's a pain, yeah, he a friend of me. I've been wrong, so let's move on. Hopefully I do by the end of the song. Counting on my problems, I've been counting on my problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've been feeling nervous ever since we met. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Every single one